Okay, someone is trying to manifest you. What I'm picking up on is someone is hoping that you're thinking of them as much as they're thinking of you. Because, like, whoever this is, they haven't really fully expressed what they're feeling towards you. Or they kind of like, I'm almost seeing like a shell, from a snail, and they're kind of coming out to like peek and see what you're feeling or how you're feeling about this, being a little bit shy. But at the same time, earlier I was also picking up on almost like a dichotomy of them being almost, like someone who is a clown or like the Joker, or like a little goofy, a little trying to get your attention kind of energy, like flirty, cheeky, sassy. But a part of them is also holding back, like cautious, like I don't want to mess this up, So let's start this message off, because I've been taking a couple of notes as always. First of all, if you've been seeing the number 555 or 5 could be significant. So there could be something with 5, like also Taurus, is like the birth month, or overall 55 or 555. I was hearing the song Focus on Me by Ariana Grande, and the way it came through was they want you to focus on them. They're like, hello, focus on me, look at me. They're trying to get your attention. It feels as if they know what they're doing, where they're manifesting you consciously, you know what I mean? Like really manifesting you, where they kind of know that when they act a certain way, that might draw you in closer, or they might do it unconsciously, because what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is them picturing scenarios with you. They're visualizing what it would be like to take you out on a date, rehearsing conversations, like, okay, what am I gonna say, I want to make a good impression. I want to sweep this person off their feet. They're eager, but there's also this energy about them. I see them as very cheeky, playful, flirty a little bit, playful, teasing energy, like, hey, look at me, I just want to make you laugh. I just want to make you smile. And they might be doing things in your reality, you know what I mean? Like to get your attention. So this is something to look out for. But I was also, it sounds a little bit weird, but I was picking up on the energy of trying to get your attention mentally. So how when you're having telepathy with someone, and when you're thinking of them, they're thinking of you, and then it kind of builds this momentum where they pop up in your mind and you're like, hey, what's going on? Are they thinking of me? And they are wondering the same thing at the same time, even though you're in no contact, or you're really not talking about this on a level of dating or something. And this is what I'm feeling. They're sensing you. They're feeling you. And so there was this song. It's an oldie. It's like from the 80s, I think. And it goes like, I've been watching you from so far across the floor. Now, baby, that's nothing new. I've watched you so many times before. So they have their eyes on you, and almost what I'm feeling here is they're watching you like secretly, like crushing on you, but they aren't really openly expressing it fully or not letting it show, kind of like, keeping their guard up to figure out a strategy to win you over, because they're like, I need a plan. I need to make a plan, almost like making a list of things that would impress you, or dates, or, just what you like. They're almost gathering information to study you, to then know how to riz you, you know what I'm saying? So, and the song goes on with, I'm glad you picked up on my telepathy. and it's by Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down. This song, it's kind of like a romantic R&B song. Give it a listen. So they only have eyes for you. They're thinking about you a lot. Like, they're thinking about you a lot, but it makes them feel all excited, you know? They get this excitement from it, and they're kind of secretly hoping, praying that you're thinking about them in the same way. So they're kind of sitting there wondering, you know, is this mutual? They kind of want to feel it out before they really take actionable steps. At the same time, there's also a kind of separation between you. Either you're not in contact, or this relationship hasn't yet fully unfolded in the way that they wanted to. And there was a song that came through, which is kind of like the energy that they're missing you, and that they are longing for something they haven't yet experienced with you. The song is My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli. And I've been writing down the lyrics. It goes like, though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close yet so far. So they feel you're so close, but yet so far. You know, you're so close when they're looking at you, looking at your photos. They feel so close. But then again, you're so far because they want to have all the things with you. So they want to really wake up next to you. They want to, you know, there was another song by Shania Twain. It's Forever and Always. What I heard was Forever and a Day. And in that song, she says, want to wake up every morning to your sweet face. Okay, so they want to have all these things, like waking up next to you, going on dates, you know, holding hands, all these things with you. And it's like they're standing there, metaphorically speaking, watching you like from across the room. So they could be watching things you're posting, or just watching you, observing you, kind of like checking you out, like seeing what you might like so they can impress you. And it's a really sweet energy. And that person, whoever that is, really is very playful. So they have a goofy side, and they might want to, you know, let that out more in order to impress you, but they're also cautious, like scaling what you really are into. Like, what kind of sense of humor do you have, or how can they impress you? How can they make you smile? And I think a lot of this energy, you might already receive it telepathically, is what I'm hearing. And the reason why I was picking up on that silly energy was this song, I Want to Be Your Boyfriend by Hot Freaks. And this song, it kind of has a melody that reminds me, just like, it's childish, you know? It's like he says all these things like, I want to be your boyfriend. He's saying, before I see you, I pick out some things to say, don't want to sound foolish and waste my chance away. And then he goes on to say all these things that he wants to do, like, I want to go on walks with you, want to have long talks with you. So, you know, kind of like when someone is already in their mind, they're like in love, they're really, Cupid hit them, and they're already picturing all these things that they want to do, all the dates they want to go on, what they can say to you. But at the same time, there's this goofy melody where it's just like, you know, like la la, I'm just gonna see, you know, what I'm gonna do to impress them, and just almost, you know, carefree and goofy and silly. They wanna get you on that level where it's like they wanna get you into this playful spirit almost, you know? So they're definitely rehearsing conversations in their mind. They're definitely like, okay, what can I say? And I was almost seeing them either writing it down because they're very in their head, you know, about these things too. Or they could make like a list. I don't know, I'm seeing a list, them writing things down. I don't know what that means. Or they could also be typing in texts. So text messages towards you and then being like, you know, when someone is like, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. And they get really, really excited and then they don't send it because they're like, oh no, that's not good enough, you know? So they want to be good enough. They don't want to mess it up. This is what I'm really, really feeling with that energy. So yeah, that is really beautiful. But let's go into, I want to draw a couple of cards and then share the songs with you because I want to tune in what they're really thinking right now. Get a little bit of a glimpse of what's hidden because there is a part of them, as I said before, with that kind of like that shell that they're hidden in, they are not showing their full intentions yet. So let's get a little peek into their mind before I share the songs. Okay, what is going on? What is going on with this person? Like, what are they hiding? Okay. Oh. Wow, okay, that is super interesting. Oh my God. Okay, don't be scared. There's the death card coming up, but in that regard, oh my God. I was just picking up on a sentence that I had on my mind yesterday before I fell asleep. There is a life before you, and there's a life after you. And this is the energy that's giving. I'm like, okay, so many things are coming up. First of all, they are kind of burying their past. You know, I'm seeing them with a shovel, kind of putting all that old stuff in there, and they're like, I'm over that. I am over the old things. I am over my past. I'm not going there. I'm only looking into the future with you, you know? It's the closing out of an old chapter of the past, and they're ready to fully step into this is giving commitment energy, okay? That is giving commitment, like lifetime commitment. I know the death card is like, wait a minute, but the death card is really the closing out of an old cycle. Definitely. Whereas like, I am ready, you know, I'm ready. And it's like, it's interesting that there's a white horse in the background of this picture and white roses that might be significant roses, as well as the white horse is giving very much knight in shining armor. That is a topic that's been coming up a lot recently in readings. And we have the Ace of Cups. This person wants your cup to overflow. And they want to be the reason for it, okay? The hand that is kind of like holding the cup is giving this energy of, here is my offering. Almost like they're giving you their heart is what I'm seeing. It's almost like they're taking their heart, metaphorically speaking, and they're putting their heart on the line is what I'm hearing. Putting my heart on the line. They're putting the cards on, they're ready to put the cards on the table. Like, you know, they know deep down, like their soul already knows that the past is over. They know that there's a life before you and a life after you. They know that. They know that they want to have you in their future, build with you, build on this connection, like this connection as a foundation, and then doing all these things with you, like the normal everyday things, like the mundane things. They're very simple, but not, you know, not in a bad way. They're just a person who is very happy with the simple things in life. And they want to share all these simple things, all these normal everyday things with you, like grocery shopping, like building new traditions and enjoying the everyday life. That's what they're looking forward to with you. And they want to make you happy. They want to bring your cup like to overflow. And it's also a symbol for what is going on within them metaphorically, because their heart, I'm seeing like it's overflowing. And this is also why they're coming towards you, is because they can't keep it to themselves anymore. So that is very much a serious commitment that is reflected here. That is kind of what they're hiding, okay? So it's like they're building this wall to protect those feelings from like spilling over, you know, over the edge of that cup, but it's impossible because their love is only growing. So there's no way that they can hide it, especially the way that they're trying to get your attention, like doing all these things, and you already know what's going on. So they kind of know that you know, and they secretly hope that you're picking up on all the signals that they're sending. So that is really, really sweet. It's giving a very sweet romance energy here. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. As always, I'm gonna drop the songs down below. Let's go over them really quickly because I don't want to make this too long. The first one is Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez. By the way, drop your favorite SP songs below if you've got your own. I want to hear them in the comments. I Want to Be Your Boyfriend by Hot Freaks. That is the energy of this. Going through the conversations, wanting to win you, you know, give it a listen. My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli. And then last but not least, Shania Twain, Forever and Always. These are the songs that I channeled. I always feel it's giving you a better sense of really what's going on an emotional level. And as we know, thought transmission, telepathy is going on very much also on that emotional level. And whenever you're tuning into your feelings, your emotions, you can strengthen that bond between you. You can increase your magnetism, or you know, make your telepathy even stronger and like take it to the next level. If you want to know more, I have a whole workbook on this, but for now, thank you so much for watching. And well, I want to see you around in the next one.